Guillem, it must have been a fascinating period for you, working with him on the book. What are your observations on him as a coach and as a man?
First thing to say is that a lot of people think that managing is about tactics and getting the right group of people, as in talent and so on. And what I see with him is an approach that I didn't expect. I've known him for many, many years, but those hugs, those kisses in the cheeks, those things that break barriers, he's a guy that listens.
He's very tactile, isn't he?
He's very tactile. And I think we all Latin play a little bit with that, because it just breaks your barriers. All of a sudden, I mean, how often you've been hugged by your manager before?
Hang on, this is Craig Bellamy. Yeah, he's been hugged around the throat.
Well, yeah, maybe a different...
Very rare.
But when that happens, all of a sudden, John McDermott is from Yorkshire,
yes,
the director of the academy at Spurs. And the first hug that Pochettino gave us, we were like, what the hell?
He's stiffened.
What you're doing?
But
then
on, he must
relax.
He must have more to him than he hugs people. Come on.
Yeah. But then once you got that, you get the player. So there is an empathy there. He feels. What would be the word? The charisma. There's a charisma that people just get attracted to immediately, and very quickly you open up. So Hugo Lloris will tell you that he's changed his life. He thought of football and the profession and life in one way. He's no Pochettino, he's changed that. So once you kind of, okay, your barriers are down, and then he says, run more, you're going to do it for him, aren't you? It's a different way to that many other managers.
It's harder to be, or easier to be firm on him then, because they know you're doing it for the best. When you're having a go, when you're telling me I ain't doing something, you're doing it because you care.
Yeah.
You want me to get better, because you care about me. And you show that, and it allows you then to push them even more. And it's what you're saying, then it just allows that.
All that is in the head.
Breaks that barrier.
All that is in the head. But then he goes deeper into the head and says, give me more. Give me more. And by the way, when you come out there, be brave, which is his favourite word. That's why it's in the title. Because it's like, you can do it. I was like, the first is like, I don't know. You can do it. You can do it. That's why it was important to win today. Because otherwise, what we remembered is what a great game we had at the Bernabeu, but we did not win. It's about winning, by the way. Yeah. He, at the moment, has got the plaudits from everybody. And I know that he hasn't won anything, but still has got the press and the media in his favor, the fans, everybody. But he's there to win. And he thinks he's in a position to do so. The thing that annoys everybody at Spurs, I feel, is like, after a good performance from Spurs, the headlines is Harry Kane, will he now go to Madrid, or Pochettino, will he now go? Because they've heard this recently from Eddie Jones. Everybody wants to be part of something special.
Yes.
Well, they have created something special. They all want to be part of it. And again, that's why it was important to beat Real Madrid, because it was like, all these stuff that we're asking you to do, this is what he produces.
Does he have to win something, and how soon, to be considered a great coach?
First of all, he doesn't care about how we consider him, but for him, success, and that's the thing that made Hugo Lloris change the way he thought. Hugo Lloris, when Pochettino arrived, he hadn't won anything with Spurs. It was 2 years where there had been 3 managers, and they weren't sure where they were going, really. And he was getting older, and he wanted more titles, and he said to Hugo Lloris, it's not about titles. If at the end of the day, you've given absolutely everything, you've done what you had to do, then you have been successful. Yeah. All this stuff happened because other people help you, because the luck, because of the money. So for him, success is not so much how many titles have I got, but he would like that to be at the end of his career. But at the moment is, am I giving everything to this? And I tell you, they are giving absolutely everything to it. Him and Jesus and Mickey and everybody involved, and Tony, of course. So with that, they, at the end of the day, just go like, yes, we've given everything. And they got that impression every single day. Success.
We all don't win trophies. You understand? Like,
no, there's only 4 to go for every season.
A career can't be judged on how many trophies you've won.
Yeah, but it is.
No matter how it can be.
Well, you say what you like, it is.
So if you've been in League 2, but you know what? You've woke up every morning and give it everything you have to be the best you can be. But you only played League 2 football.
Well, that was your level.
That was just, but then is that success? Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Then he's done brilliant. He can actually look back and say, do you know what? I give it everything. And so you're going to get players who win trophies, but you know, there's some players who don't, who just miss out.
No.
But you know, they've worked and give themselves the best opportunity possible.
By the way,
the best they can be.
In the case of Spurs...
even we're talking about Pochettino now, and we're saying about, does he need to win this? Does he need to... Do you know what? He's already winning. He's winning already.
Listen, he's winning football matches.
No, he's changing enough opinions. And you look where Spurs are now. Look where they are as a football club. And you look, you can go through the net spend, you can go through wherever you want, and we'll love to make excuses to try and turn it the other way. Oh, yeah, so we should be. No, you shouldn't be. Spurs, where they've been, even through my time, were always an easy touch. Always easy team to play against. Yeah, they play good football at times. You caught them on a day, then you're in for a good game.
How
but
hard is
9
to
times
change
out of 10.
the culture of a club?
Exactly, and that's the impression he's what he's done now.
Well, there is an argument. Until he wins a trophy, he hasn't changed the culture of the club.
Until he wins a trophy, there will be a lot of people saying that there's still a trophy to be won.
I'm just putting forward an argument that until he wins a trophy...
So when George Graham was manager, he won a League Cup. Oh, he was really successful, was he?
He already won.
Oh, yeah, but
his other clubs.
No, I'm not talking about the clubs. I'm talking about Spurs.
Yeah, he
won a League Cup there.
He won a trophy.
But he got sacked a year later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was okay though. Yeah.
It's not a case of it being okay.
No,
I'm saying to you, there's an argument.
What he's done,
until he wins a trophy, he won't be considered a success.
He's pushed the team now.
Yeah.
There have been nowhere. Maybe the odd little Champions League where they get maybe 4th spot. That's if they've had a really successful year. Into just missing out. And I believe they've been unlucky the way they've missed out on winning the league. They played against Leicester, who didn't have no Champions League football to focus on. They could throw everything into the league. They had Chelsea last year, which was a one-off. They weren't in a Champions League, so they could focus everything onto the league. This Spurs team is one of the best teams out there.
I don't disagree with you.
But at the same time, I think they'd be there or thereabouts again this year. All right, they lost against Man United, but
They've got more points
when the business end
than
comes
they had
in,
last season at this stage.
They'd be there or thereabouts. And do you know what? If they don't win it, and they run it close like they did against Leicester, they run it close like they did against Chelsea, I'll still be there watching. And
if it's all about winning titles, then is the dream to be Roberto Di Matteo because he won the Champions League? It is not, is it? It's not just about getting titles. In the case of Spurs, the best judges of that, or the judge of that really, is Daniel Levy and the owners of the club. And the owners of the club are saying, can we give you 15 years contract? Because we've seen what you're doing. And I'm sure at some point it'll be like you're seeing with Simeone and Atletico Madrid, like, oh God, another year of Simeone, the players just not being able to give anymore. It may happen, absolutely. And the other way as well, because he's investing emotionally so much, Pochettino, in this, that he may be dried at some point. But at this particular moment, it doesn't get calculated.
You've been around football for a long time, and you know many, many coaches and many, many players right across the continent. Was there anything at all that you found out about Pochettino's character or actions that surprised you, or something perhaps the first time you'd ever seen it? Anything at all that you could tell us?
These little details that he's obsessed about, like the laundry soap that has to, the clothes when they get used by the players, they have to smell fresh, so they feel like it's the first time they put them on, which is a great feeling, isn't it, when you first get the kid? Those kind of things, or cameras everywhere. He gets cameras pointing out at players coming into the training pitch and then coming out of it. And one day he used that information to actually give a speech, because he's like, look at you guys, get into the training pitch. You're serious. Your head is down. You don't want to be training. Now look at you coming out. You're happy because you finished training. By the way, where's your passion? Why did you get involved in football? This is football. Training is what you should be doing to actually improve yourself. What's wrong with you, guys? So these are the kind of speeches that he will give. But in terms of something that nobody's ever done, at some point somebody's ever done something, but I insist, it's the emotional investment that he puts into everybody. Conversations.
I think he's changing our game. He's playing a part in changing our football, which for me, that's where he's winning. And I always, like, one of my heroes in management, one of my favourite people is Bielsa. I adore Bielsa. And I even look at Pochettino and the time he spent. He was spotted by him as a young kid at Newell Old Boys. Brought him through the first team, then brought him into the international setup, Espanyol. He is, like, there's so many disciples, like Guardiola went and spent time with Bielsa, the Argentinian manager now at this present moment. He's left an effect on football. How many trophies Bielsa won? Very few.
No.
Very few.
Have I got time to tell a Bielsa Pochettino story?
If it's quick. It was the short version.
Very quickly. So, Bielsa and Pochettino were together at Newell's Old Boys. Later on, Pochettino's at Espanyol, the captain, the star, and Bielsa comes in at Espanyol, and Bielsa, who's watched all the games of Espanyol the previous season, says to Pochettino, how do you think you're doing? And he goes like, yeah, okay, 7, 8 out of 10, not bad, I'm doing quite well. And Bielsa says, I'm embarrassed. If I had to sign you, I wouldn't sign you. I cannot get rid of you because I can't. But you are an embarrassment to football. Now go back again and have a look at those videos and see what you've been doing in the last year. You're an embarrassment to football. And he cried. He went home, thought about it, it's like, actually, yes. So, you know, that's the kind of influence Bielsa had as well, not just on the pitch, and the pressure high and the aggression without the ball, all that. It's just how played with players' minds.